Hi guys, in this video I'll show you the fastest way to make $5,000 a day with Shopify dropshipping. So there are many different ways to do e-commerce, there are many different ways to do dropshipping, right? But what we have found works is what I want to explain in this video, right? Basically the whole strategy, the whole approach, how to make the sales, how to make like the whole math that would make it work, and basically how to make it on a high competitive level, right? Obviously now it's Q4, a lot of advertisers are trying to get sales and stuff. So how to be competitive in this environment, how to still win even if you're spending more on advertising and acquiring customers, right? By the way, guys, if you're looking for help with scaling your e-commerce business, and especially during Q4 and moving forward in Q1, Q2, Q3 next year, basically scaling your business to the next level, there is a link below in the description. Apply for a call with me or someone on my team, and we'll help you out. We'll see how we can help you to scale your business to the next level. So let's get started. I'll show you the whole strategy. This will be valuable for you whether you're just starting out and you're looking for this like strategy that you can use, or if you already have a sales on decent level, how to get those sales to the next level. Now, with this, basically the whole framework that I wanted to show you, and you can see, for example, for this month is like 109. So some of the days you can see are higher than $5,000, right? So basically the whole like framework and the whole lessons here, guys, is basically, you need to know the numbers, right? And the numbers, like for example, if you want to get to like $5,000 a day, right? And a lot of people, they still kind of like do this a very, very simple way where it's like you're selling products for like $15, $20. With this amount of, like volume, with this like average order value, you need like 250 orders, and you need to manage like 250 customers to get to $5,000 a day. Whereas if you sell a $50 product, you only need 100 orders to get there. And if you're selling $100 product, then you only need 50 orders, right? So take a look at some of the like higher ticket products that you can sell, at least like $50, and ideally even higher than that. Ideally it could be like even $100 or more, right, that you can sell. So I would recommend to go for high ticket products because you can basically sell more. You can sell less of these products, have like less customers, but still make more revenue and more sales and more profit than other people. And one product stores with cross sales on the back end. That's what I would recommend you do. You need to make like fewer sales to get to $5,000 a day. And that's, if you make like, for example, $5,000 a day, like per month, it's like $150,000, right? You'll have better margins, you'll have more money to spend on advertising, and you also will attract higher quality buyers, right? I found the quality of people who buy like $10 product is different from the quality of people that buy $100 product or $500 product. So one product store examples, right? So I want to show these examples for you guys. So you can see this is the example, right? This is the coffee, right? World's strongest coffee, right? Like basically one product store, right? Like shop. Obviously they have some other products here, but pretty much it's all turned like all about one product, right? It's like very niche, very specific, very simple, right? Just one product, and you can also subscribe here and basically get this product on a continuous basis. So very, very simple, right? Another example is here. Right, so another example is here. Pretty much like one product, like basically all of the details. It's quite like complex product and also quite high ticket as well, right? So for example, you want to do like the framework is kind of like Tesla, right? And where you customize it, or Apple, right? You can see like you can have different they offer you like different upsells. So it's pretty much like one product and then like different upsells. So here you can see like the total price for it, right? Very simple, but at the same time it's like very streamlined, and you're just focusing on one product instead of like focusing on hundreds of different products. You're just focusing on one, and you're focusing on something that's like higher ticket, so you didn't have to like get a lot of orders to do some decent numbers in terms of volume, sales, profit, etc. Right? Endlessly reusable digital notebook. Right? Another one here. So again, one product, right? So they have like few variations, but basically it's all about like one product, right? So let's say this one, and then multiple kind of like upsells for the product, right? So few options, very simple. So that's what I would recommend you do, right? Some kind of like high ticket product, and kind of like one store. So you focus on one store, one product, one customer, and you figure out how to sell to that particular customer in that particular niche, right? You need to calculate, so before you start advertising, you need to calculate your break-even ROAS. So formula for calculating break-even ROAS is, for example, you're selling a product for $50, your profit margin, like after all of the expenses, after like, payment processing fees, after your product costs, after your, all of the like admin expenses that you have, let's say your profit margin is like $35. So you divide 50 by 35, you get 1.42. That's your break-even ROAS that you use for optimization of your ads, right? Facebook strategy. So 10, 20 ad sets, $20 each, and 3-5 creatives in each ad set. So 3 copies per creative, right? That's kind of like the second round of testing. Once you have found the winning creative, then you basically test 3 different copies per ad creative, right? So realistically, to make $5,000 a day, you have to spend about like $2,000 per day on ads, sometimes more depending on your break-even ROAS, depending on your margins. Some days will be more, some days will be less, but you have to be prepared to spend money on advertising. And on average, if you get like 3x, 4x ROAS, that should be decent at this level, and that's totally realistic. The key is like, from my observation, I found that getting good ROAS with higher margin products is easier. Let's say if you sell something for $100, it's easier to get like high ROAS for that product than to get like 3x ROAS or 2x ROAS for a product that costs like $10, $20, right? It's much easier because you're simply competing with other people, right? And to win in the auctions with Facebook, you need to be competitive. You need to be able to spend money on advertising, right? And if you're able to spend money on advertising and still be profitable, then you have the competitive advantage. So the name of the game is $1 in, $3 out, right? And you cannot make like a 5K a day out of like thin air, but to make money, you have to spend money. So making 150K per month really comes down to mastering one thing. It's pretty much just turning $1 into 3, right? Just basically making it profitable, investing money profitably, and then once you've identified that proof of concept, then spending as much money as possible on it, as much money as possible on your advertising. But again, guys, at the core of it, it comes down to a good product, it comes down to good margins, and basically after that, knowing your numbers and then scaling up from there. And I would recommend scaling up slowly, right? Once you've identified your like proof of concept, just scaling up slowly so you don't hurt your margins. First of all, you're optimizing for profits. And then once you like have good data on your pixel, you can scale up more aggressively and dominate your market. So guys, the conclusion is, ideally would sell the products in the $100 to $150 range. $50 plus is kind of like, it's still good, right? It's still good. It's still better than like $20 products. And one product store with cross sells on the back end. So you would focus all of your attention figuring one product for one market, and then basically expanding the range of products if that's necessary, if that's required. Knowing your numbers and break-even ROAS, right? So once you know like what product you want to sell, you identify there is demand for it, identify the numbers, your break-even ROAS, so you can basically test, know at which point you have to stop your testing and know whether you have the potential for, making this product work. Test multiple creatives and ad copies. So First, you start with creative. Then once you identify the winning creative, you test different ad copies. Go after large audiences, ideally 5, 10 plus millions. At the beginning, you might go like for audiences 1 to 2 millions. Once you have the initial data on the pixel, go after audiences of 5, 10 millions. And basically, guys, the name of the game is $1 in, $3 out. Once you understand this, once you know that, okay, I just need to spend money on this, and then I'll get my 100% return, 200% return, even 50% return, even like 20% return on your money in a given month is pretty good, considering most banks will give you like 1% annually or something, right? So that's a business tip. Basically, just reinvesting money that you have into the business, generating profit, reinvesting it back, and getting it to 7 and 8 figures. Thank you very much, guys. Hope that was valuable. If you're looking for help with scaling your e-commerce store, your Facebook ads, there's a link below in the description. Apply for free strategy session where we'll see if that's a good fit for us to work together, help you scale your business to the next level. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much.